Yo, 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 welcome back, man. Yo, I want to talk to y'all today about leadership. You know, we hear that word all the time, and I believe a lot of us have a good understanding of what it really means to be a leader, what it takes to be a leader, and I just got to be honest with y'all. I haven't seen that in the people that we have leading us. In fact, I've seen a level of gross incompetence and ignorance that shows me there's little optimism, at least for the people that are still in charge right now. Um, so, real quick, talk about the president. Um, he's been so wrong about so many things so many times that it just becomes beating a dead horse to consistently call out this man on just everything. But the way that he handled this crisis, the way that he sat there talking about it's not a pandemic, we have this contained, we have this controlled, and just consistently lied about things up until the point where he was like, yes, this is a pandemic. I always knew it was a pandemic. So those kind of things being actions that he was not taking, the ineptitude that he was showing, the straight lying to the American people, that cost a lot of lives, and it's going to cost a lot more. But it's not just him. In Florida, DeSantis, the governor, he was following in Trump's footsteps the whole time, just lock and step. Like, well, the White House isn't telling us that we need to do this right now, so we're not going to do it. As if you're not the governor of a state, as if you don't have the power and the control to actually make up your own damn mind and decide what is the best course of action for your citizens, fool. But when you elect somebody like that, that is what you get. And none worse than the governor of my great state, Georgia. So, making its way around the news waves, the completely ignorant and deadly incompetent statement of we didn't know asymptomatic individuals could carry this. We had no idea what was going on, and this was knowledge that we didn't understand or know about until 24 hours ago. My dog, you so wrong. You know you wrong. You know you wrong because they've been telling you this from the get go. Like 1 to 14 days, you know what I'm saying? Like you might have it, you might not show it until like this amount of time later and stuff like that. They're like, yeah, but you kind of shouldn't be around people because you could still pass it off, even if you don't know you have the symptoms, even if you don't feel like you have the symptoms. That's why we were social distancing and stuff like that. Um, this man with his foolishness may cause way more lives to be lost than initially thought. He's saying that the capacity of hospitals in Georgia will be reached on April 24th. They've built, I think, 4 mobile units with 25 beds apiece, and they're consistently trying to find more space, build more, get more respirators. But it's not looking really good for my state, y'all. I don't know if it's going to be looking like New York, but it's getting bad. So prepare yourselves, but also I want y'all to understand something. Voting matters. When you go into that booth and you click on that person's name that you want to represent yourself, I want you to remember They're not just representing you the day that you choose them. They're not just representing you the day that they take office. They are representing you until they leave. I want you to think about, can this person handle a situation like a crisis? Not just, can this person campaign well, or does this person say a lot of great things, or, you know, do I just like the way this person looks? We have got to get past our preconceived conceptions of what we want our politicians to be like and understand the reality of what it is. No politician is going to be 100%, but we can hold them accountable, and we can look at their voting records, and we can see historically how they have acted when they've been given positions. And those are the things that we need to keep in mind. In Brian Kemp's situation, look, y'all, this is the same guy who refused to step down from his position as the secretary while he was running the elections. He was running the election commission while running in the election. This is the same person who hasn't even admitted, even though he's been shown to have done so, purged over, I think, 80,000 voters from the voting rolls. The same people that his opponent, Stacey Abrams, when she started her not necessarily a company, but it was a what was it? I can't remember what exactly it was called, but it was basically set up and tasked to get people to vote and stuff like that. Not necessarily a campaign, but a whole bunch of people. She ended up getting on voter rolls. He ended up purging from voter rolls, and so just he tapped Kelly Loeffler for her position, and then we saw exactly what kind of person she was when, you know, with the briefing. I talked to y'all about that not too long ago. She was one of the senators who got rich off the stocks once she got a briefing about the health and the basically the crisis that we were in. Then came out, lied to the American people about it, while having her people, you know, set her portfolio up to where she made the right moves, dropped the wrong people, you know, the right people, got with the other right people, got telecommuting. It was a whole mess. So he's just not really been the best person for Georgia as far as running it. Economically, he understands things, and I think that's why he should have stayed in the position he was at. But he is now running things, and that is because a lot of y'all decided that he should have been in that position. So what I'm saying, once again, is when voting time comes, please think about everything. Think about every issue that you can. Think about every moment that could happen. Think about, is this the person that I want to step up for me in my time of need? Because I'm telling y'all, a lot of these people, when you actually look into it, are not who you think they are. They're not going to be there for you. And it's time that you understood that.